So, this console generation coming up, this might be lights out for Xbox, guys. There's a lot of bad stuff's been going on lately. There was the whole reveal event last month where they had like no gameplay, caused a bunch of controversy. But that's not what they should really be afraid of. What they should really be afraid of is what happened a couple of weeks ago. And I don't know if you guys keep up on the gaming news or not, but Sony has actually gone out and bought a minority stake in Epic Games. So what does this mean exactly? Well, basically they gave them $250 million to have a representative from Sony be able to be on the board. Now, they can't vote on any issues within the company because they only own 1.5%, but that's enough to get them a representative on the board at Epic Games. They can listen to all their plans, they can help influence their decisions, they just can't vote. And that's not a good thing for Microsoft. A lot of people have been wondering, a lot of people have been asking, so does this mean that Microsoft isn't going to be able to use the Unreal Engine in their consoles anymore? Not necessarily, but that doesn't mean it can't happen in the future, considering the fact that Sony is going to be basically buddied up with Epic Games going forward. They'll be able to talk to them all the time. They'll be able to help influence their decisions. All of that. And Microsoft can't do shit about it. Unless they decide to go and buy a minority stake of that company to themselves, which I really don't think they're going to do, then that means their direct competition is going to have basically the cell phone number, right? Like if this was like a boyfriend-girlfriend thing, basically they have the cell phone number of your girlfriend, like if you were Microsoft. And they're calling them all the time, right? Like when they got a friend or something like that, eventually, if maybe you get cheated on or some shit and then the friend leaves you. That's kind of what's going on right now with Microsoft, Sony, and Epic Games. And so this is basically the equivalent of one company telling another company, hey, I like you, right? Buying them a bouquet of flowers. And this is a problem. This is a huge problem for Microsoft. They cannot afford to lose the Unreal Engine. If they lose the Unreal Engine, like I said, we're done. Microsoft is done. And sure, Microsoft could go out and make their own operating system and all that, but the thing is a lot of game developers like the Unreal Engine, so they're going to continue to use it. So pretty much Microsoft needs to pull their head out of their ass. This time more than ever is a time where they really, really need to actually start focusing on Xbox. I was talking to some of my friends the other day, and we were talking about how the Xbox One is just basically a PC. The operating system for an Xbox One, it's pretty much just a watered down version of Windows 10. And so if you can play any game on the Xbox on your PC, then why even get an Xbox? Huh? Why? There's no point. I can just get any game I want on PC and it's going to run fine. So Xbox needs to do something, and they need to do it quick. Now, what can they do? They need to bring back their old IPs. Where the fuck is Fable 4? We need Fable 4. We need Perfect Dark. Which, by the way, everybody, I don't know if anyone else heard about this, because there was a rumor going around that they were working on those games, and Microsoft has just straight shot that shit down. Now, hopefully at this next reveal event, they'll show us that was bullshit, and they're actually working on those games because they need those games badly. Not just that, they have this whole back catalog of games that they're just doing nothing with, that they just let die, and that should just letting it sit there and collect dust. And I don't understand why the fuck they're doing that. You got Project Gotham Racing, you got Dead to Rights, Panzer Dragon Orga. There's so many. Jade Empire. Man, I fucking loved Jade Empire back in the day. That was a great game. And I don't care how they do it, but they need to get this shit done. Because they're fucked if they don't get this shit done. Again, why would I want to buy an Xbox Series X? I mean, fuck, dude, they even have like a plan where the Play Anywhere plan. Like, if I buy a game on Xbox, I can play it on my PC. So again, why the fuck should I buy an Xbox Series X? No answer. No fucking answer to that. There is no game, pretty much no game, that I have to have an Xbox for to play. Pretty much all games are for both systems. But Sony has hella fucking exclusive titles. Alright, so back to solutions. What's another thing that they can do to help save this company and to try to stop this train wreck? They have a really good relationship with Sega. They need to be doubling down on Sega. I've also heard rumors that they're going to release the Series X under the Sega brand in Japan, because a lot of people in Japan don't like the Xbox. They don't like the Microsoft logo. They don't like Microsoft. So they're thinking about partnering up with Sega and make them a distributor of the Series X and just basically changing the name on the box. So that, what they're hoping is that more Japanese customers will actually want to buy it. But see, there's so many good games that Sega could bring to Xbox. They need to sign an exclusivity deal with Sega. That's one of the things, like, if I was running Xbox, I would do that right now, before it's too late. You got your Sonics, you got your Ninja Gaiden, or Gaiden, sorry guys, Ninja Gaiden. What the fuck am I saying? Yeah, like games like Final Fight. Like, there's just so many games that they could just bring to the table if they would just sign Sega. Now, why they're not doing that, I don't know. They have the opportunity, they have the money, they have the resources, and it's like they want to fail. It almost feels like they want to fuck. I mean, seriously, what are you doing, Xbox? What the fuck are you doing, Microsoft? I mean, guys, you're better than this. You're better than this. But instead, you just keep being lazy as fuck. And it's just sad. Because you guys, at one point it looked like you guys were going to start to dominate the gaming console. In the gaming console market, I should say. And then last generation, Xbox One just took a shit. And it sucks, man. Like, I'm a PC gamer now, but I like Xbox. And I would like to go back to Xbox. But like I've already been saying, why would I ever need to get an Xbox if I can play these games on PC? There's just no reason for me to do it. Plus the PC's better anyways. Because I can do all kinds of different crazy. I can put mods and shit. That is one good thing I will say about the Xbox One, is how they started to allow mods. And now, if they could do that for the next system, that'd be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. But if Sony starts doing that shit too, then it's not gonna mean anything. So, man, just Xbox, come on. Microsoft, come on. Stop sleeping on the stuff that you have. I mean, what about like Conker's Fur Day? You remember that? Conker's Bad Fur Day? Hell, you guys have Banjo-Kazooie. And you're not doing anything with it. It's like you guys are allergic to money. They're straight allergic to money. You know, I mean, wow. Man. Alright, you know what? That's it. Yeah, fuck it. I don't care if it's a short video. I have nothing else to say about this. It's just really frustrating. I'm hoping that this next live event goes better and that they show us something that's actually worth a damn. Because, unfortunately, at this point, I'm definitely not going to be getting the Series X anytime soon. It'd just be a waste of money. Why should I get it early so I can play Resident Evil 8? You guys already know how I feel about that game. But you know what? Fuck it. Since we're talking about gaming consoles, I'm gonna get this one off my chest too. Now, a couple people, well, pretty much everyone, it seems like they disagree with me and my thoughts on prices in the gaming industry. How much was a video game in 1995? $50. $50 to $60, depending. How much is a game today? $50 to $60, depending. Do you know how much a can of Coke cost in 1995? 50 cents. You know how much it costs now? 125 cents, so $1.25. Do you know what that is? That's over a 90% increase in price for a can of fucking soda. And why are gamers cheap like this, man? I don't get it. We're bitching about a game being $60. That's really not that bad. It really isn't. Considering all the extra stuff they have to do nowadays, how good the graphics are, they gotta pay the programmers, you know, we're gonna have this whole ray tracing shit coming out. You know, I mean, that stuff isn't cheap. Technology is not cheap. You know, I mean, I have an Xbox One X. Xbox loses $100. $100 on every single Xbox One X that they sell. And we're still sitting over here like, oh, it's too much. It's too much. It costs too much. The only time where I feel like that's a valid argument is when you're getting a digital product. You know, personally, I'd rather the digital version of a game be cheaper than the physical version because you're not getting anything in return. You know, you're just getting the digital copy of it. So yeah, I get it when people say, you know, it should be cheaper for that. Yeah, honestly, something like that, $45, $40, I think that'd be fair. I think that'd be definitely fair. You know, but man, it's like, it feels like most people don't realize that we are the reason why microtransactions were created. You know, if we weren't always constantly bitching about prices, you know, this would probably be a different story. You know, if we just let them raise all game prices to $70 years ago, I mean, sure, EA would still be doing it, but it's because EA is a greedy ass fucking company that doesn't really care about anything but money, which is pretty much most companies, to be fair. But I just really feel like gamers are cheap. It feels like, you know, I mean, a high-end PC is expensive. It's gonna cost you way more than $600. Every year, I got friends that every year get a brand new phone, spend over $1,000 for that brand new phone every single year. Every year, but they don't want to pay $500 for PS5. They don't want to pay $500 for the Xbox Series X, which again Microsoft will be selling, you know, and losing money on it. Shit, PlayStation will be selling the PlayStation and losing money on it. Like, what do you want these companies to do? You want them to just give you the shit? Does that really sound like how it works in America, in corporate America? Is that how things work? You know, I mean, can you go into work, not do shit, and expect to get paid? No. I don't know. I mean, look. Look. If you guys had started saving like $5 or even $1 a day, right, about 4 months ago, then by the time the PS5 comes out and the Series X comes out, you'd have enough money to buy it. And you even have a little bit extra left over. So I really don't get it. I mean, you really need a new phone every single year? Every year? Come on. No. You don't really need that. Anyways, I'm sure I probably just triggered some people. And if I did, I apologize. But I just wanted to get that off my chest because it's just one thing that's always bothered me. It's just how people, they just bitch and moan and they complain about the price of consoles when these companies are selling them to you for less than what they're worth. You know, I mean, things could be way worse, guys. You know, I mean, if gaming consoles went the same route as soda, then we'd be spending $1,500 on gaming consoles right now. I think that's pretty good. Come on, that's pretty good, guys. So, alright, I'll stop bitching now. Hopefully I didn't piss no one off. And, talk to y'all later. Oh, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Cool. Late.